Hey, this is Anna from the Faithful Dove. I'm sorry I was not here yesterday. Things have been a little crazy, but we are going to do our weekly general zodiac sign. Before I get started, show me some love, please, by liking, subscribing, and sharing this channel with others so we can build the channel. I do not answer questions of prediction here, but if you sign on to keen.com and go to my link, that's right there in the ticker, keen.com/the _faithful_dove, and you've never been a member of Keen before, you can get free minutes, 3 free minutes, which it takes about 3 minutes to connect with you and give you your answer. If you want more and you have never contacted me before in your entire life, go there, keen.com/the _faithful_dove in the ticker there. Go to that link and send me an email. Click send email and say, I've never been your member before, I've never been your client before, and I would like to get 3 free minutes. Okay. I am willing to give those who did not get free minutes from Keen today and who are new, completely new to me, free minutes over there to get your predictions answered. I cannot answer them here per Keen policy because I've agreed to only do predictions over there. I can, however, if you want to know what should you do if your boyfriend is ghosting you or you need to vent a little bit, we can talk about that. Okay, just a reminder. All right, there it is again, keen.com, the Faithful Dove. Let's get started here. All right, what's up for this week? We're a little bit of a different spot this week. As you can see, my bed and my cats. Hold on. I told you guys I lived in this studio. Some of us are starting over again. All right. Now, the first thing I want you to do for your yes or no question is to pick your color and keep it in your mind. Green, orange, or blue? Okay, what color do you choose? We'll get to that a little later. Let's see what's happening this week. Something very interesting popped up to alert me there are going to be changes happening, even if you do not want them or don't know what you want. There are some of you a lot of you, that there is going to be a tower moment for. This fell out of the deck when I was pulling the deck out. Okay. I feel very strongly that things have been on edge for some of you. Some of you has been putting up with stuff that you shouldn't have to. Some of you have been indecisive because you don't want to break things up. You don't want to break your family up. You don't want your children to be separated home-wise from your kids. But what's best for you is about to happen anyway. Changes, some of you changes in career are going to suddenly happen. I know that I did pull the cards last time for people getting laid off, people getting downsized, people getting fired. And I don't think it would be some of you, it's not anything that you do with the word that says fired. So don't take that personally from me. It's more like it's they got to get rid of people to save their jobs. Okay. It's more of a, it's you or management. So just be prepared. Some of you have already sensed that coming. All right. And I told you last time to be prepared for that. Start looking for another position if you definitely sense it coming. All right. I'm thanking all the spirit guides and asking all the spirit guides of those who watch this to connect with me and tell me what is the most important thing that my beautiful friends need to know for this week. And this is good for any time you watch it. All right. Oh. Okay, a lot of you are being or pushed or are into the unknown. You're being called, literally. You're being called up to do your mission in life. You felt that there were changes coming. You felt you wanted a change, but you just didn't know where to go. That has a lot to do with this tower moment here, because since you've been stuck about it, a lot of you, since you've been dragging your feet, the universe is going to take over, because what your guides are telling me, you are needed now. Okay. And there is not going to be, some of you already have your degrees, some of you have your certificates, some of you don't have anything at all, but you're being called up. Some of you, you know, because you're the person that everybody comes to. You're the one that has the wisest advice on a certain topic. Have you ever felt like information was just coming to you naturally? Like you had this love, this interest, and somehow you knew about things that, like, how did I automatically, instinctively know that? Well, that's because it's part of your mission. So, this is a critical moment on our planet right now. This is a critical moment in the world. And there are people who need to reach out, your family, your friends. It could just be your close circle. There's someone in there who needs you. And sometime soon, these people are going to just start talking to you. They're just going to start opening up. Sometimes it's venting. Sometimes it feels like they're angry or upset about something. But this is all them purging to you. And you're going to be able to instinctively know what to say and what to do for them. Just want you to remember that you can't be all to everyone, that you need to take time for yourself to rejuvenate your emotions. Your body needs rest. All of you, your spirit. Some of you are in a waiting period where you feel like nothing is happening in your life. And let me tell you, that's okay. That's where you're supposed to be. You might have been, I feel like this tension that has lived on for a long time, and suddenly there's nothing, and it's like you were going 100 miles an hour and suddenly there's nothing, and you feel like, why me? Okay, why you is because you're supposed to let go, let God, let go, let the universe, let go, let your guides, things like that. It's your time to rest and relax. And it's very important in between answering your call and to prepare for answering your call in life, that before this influx of need for you happens from other people, and in between too, that you start regularly lie back, rest, relax, taking care of yourself emotionally, trying to get a little more exercise in, some of you. And I'm not talking about weight loss here. I'm talking about some of you are going 24/7. You need to rest. Some of you are always there for your kids. Some of you have activities every part of the day. It's time to take some time to yourself. Okay? Because you're about ready to get crazy busy. It's like, I get, that hand your children has, that toy that is like a gooey silicone type toy that slaps and it goes onto the wall and it's kind of fun to play with. Well, that's what it's kind of be like. It's going to be like all of a sudden, all these people that need you, all these things that need you, just kind of smack. And it's going to be in a different way. You're always used to being there for people. And some of you have gone inwards and haven't really been there for anybody because you're going through your own stuff, but you are needed. So give yourself a break, get yourself together right before you're about to be called up. And for most of you, this is going to be in March. Okay. Let's see what else we have for you. Okay. Yep. All right. Some of you are overthinking things. It's great that you're thinking things through, but you're overthinking them. You're questioning yourself. You're questioning your life. You're questioning your path. And you're being transitioned and put where you're supposed to be. So you are on the right path, although some of you are fighting it heavily because you want to go a different way. And just a reminder, everything in your life, just think of it from the other person's side. Obviously toxic relationships, but always do not sink to other people's level and always do things in the fair and just manner. Okay, this is talking about being in the here and now. It's just the time is now. We need you here in the present. Whatever in the past that you have been through, it is time to start letting that go because we need you. Your mission is right now. I did say back last year, around the end of the year, I think it was around November, that people are being called up. And you're like, well, but I don't have any certifications to help people. I'm not saying you're going to be a therapist or anything, but I'm saying that people are snapping left and right. Like, for instance, the hostage situation that happens here. There was a little more to it than just snapping, though. More people who were secretly troubled are now outwardly troubled, and everybody who can see it. More people are on edge, about ready to snap. And we're not saying for the world. So sometimes it's just for you, your friends, your family, your circle, and just being there and listening. And you're not the only one being called up. Some of your friends are being called up too, but someone's friend's about ready to go through some really heavy stuff or is going through some heavy stuff. And I don't feel like they've opened up as much as they should, but it's going to be coming to the surface and they will be pouring out to you. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. This is a big part. This is a big part of life. Forgiving, not for the other person. You don't have to go hang around them, but for yourself. There's an act of forgiveness that happens within yourself. I mean, obviously, you didn't do anything to this other person, but it's time to let it go. It's time to say, hey, you know what? I'm getting myself, or I've gotten myself out of this situation. I need to be a whole person again, because when you have a grudge against someone and you do not forgive them, there's a block that you put up, a wall that gets put up, and it makes it hard for other things to come in. Plus, it's like repressed pain and anger. And a lot of times we think we have worked through something and we haven't. That's the biggest portion of our healing process is allowing stuff to come up, moving through it. Even the psychologist will tell you that, okay, if you have a lot of repressed stuff, say you cry and you think you're crying for no reason, let it happen. Don't stop it. It's your body's way of purging, and move through the moment. If you get angry suddenly, um, it seems like it's for no reason. It's probably something repressed pain coming up. Just allow it to happen. They say if you just allow it to happen, and you feel the anger, you feel the sadness, and you move through it, it usually will go away faster. Now, some of you who are like me and have been repressing things for years, it's going to just seems like it's going to continue on forever. But I can tell you that it does not. That if you truly accept every emotion that you have, you don't do anything to anyone else, you don't do anything to yourself, you just let the emotion say, I accept this anger for what it is, and you just let it roll, you know? So, all right. Yep. See, perfect timing. This is the perfect timing for you to get your life back together and allow the universe to help you through. Also, navigating through the stars. I feel like this more means not just following your bliss, but I feel like you have or will feel like, okay, you want me to do this. I get that, but how do I do it? I feel like you feel like you're in the dark and you're like, okay, where's the North Star? Because I got to get there, and I'm navigating and I'm following the stars, and it said it was the brightest one, but where, you know? So, all right. There again, look at that. Perfect timing, and you're ready. You are ready. A lot of you are ready and you don't think you're ready. That's the problem. They're telling you this. I don't want to get involved in other people's lives. I don't want to, do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go out of my house. I don't want to get a life. I'm struggling with that myself, let me tell you. And let go and let the universe follows everything that I had to say. All right, I'm going to see for some of you, your person. It could be your closest friend. It could be the love of your life. It could be a bad person. Whoever you consider your person. Could be a past person. But let's just see, take a couple cards, and what really connects with you is what really resonates with you throughout this entire reading is for you. What doesn't, it doesn't. Okay. I'm starting to understand our connection. I wish I could share my good news with you. I replay our conversations over and over in our head. Really kind of goes with the overthinker card. There is a person who literally has just been beating themselves up concerning something that happened between you. And they really do wish that they could. It's like, great things are happening for me, but I can't tell the person I care about most because we're not together anymore. We're not getting along. It's like these remnants of love between you and them. Are you meant to be together again? From what my guides are saying, there is love there, but there's a lot that needs to be worked out between you and individually. Letting go of stuff, and obviously even toxic people can fall in love, but you don't want to get yourself back into that situation. And there's a person who I've been talking to a lot of people about the spiritual connection and how it feels addicting, and like, I don't want to let him go, but he or she's not talking to me anymore, or they're being distant, or I'm not getting the emotional needs met. Well, the connection there is, like I said, you have that connection with somebody because you've been in a past life together. You may have passed in the angel realm together. And also you have unfinished business with them. You have a lesson to learn from them. Things like that. And let me tell you, if, like I said, if God came up to you and said, okay, you got to learn this painful lesson, you're going to be like, yeah, oh, hell no. No, 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 no. So the only way people usually learn stuff is if they feel a connection with someone, that person comes in their life, and then stuff happens. And then a lot of times you're there to offer someone the, for instance, like Rick, my love of my life who passed away. I don't think anyone ever really loved him his entire life unconditionally. And I've always felt that I was there for him and hope that in his last moments of life, he felt love, at least from me, that he felt loved. And, but I feel like there's people that are running from the connection with you, people who are distancing themselves, and they don't mean to. They don't know what to do with that because they've never had that connection before. It's like, okay, we have this kismet, we have this instant connection, we have this deep connection. I can feel you. I can almost read your thoughts, and you sending me these messages, and then whoa, wait a minute. I don't have any control over this. And a lot of people are searching for control within their own lives when they really just need to let control go. Let it go. Okay? Because I know for a fact we let the universe, let go, let God, let Buddha, whatever you believe, all the beautiful things that we believe in, if we just let them handle it and stop fighting it with our will and trying to control everything, accepting it as is and saying, okay, show me. And being totally open. Don't try to write every detail in your book of life. Bring me a gentleman or a lady who is wonderful, who is loving and caring and good to me and good to the world and this and this and that. Okay, not bring me George, who I love very much, and have him be. These people in your life are already who they are. And you're not going to change them. They're not meant to be the person that you want them to be. They're meant to be the person that universe, God, others want to be. And of course, you have your toxic people who aren't meant to be toxic, but they are. Okay, those people have a whole set of issues to their own. I'd really appreciate if you guys would actually comment with me and talk with me. Even if I'm not here, I do reply to comments. And I appreciate that very much. Okay, now let's take a look. You know what? I'm not even going to do your hidden blind spot. You guys know by now, after week after week after week, what your blind spot is. And it's up to you to deal with it. So I'm not going to do the blind spot this week because I've noticed nobody wants to deal with it, because that means you got to work on it, right? All right. These are the yes or no questions for the week. This means whatever question you have that's most pressing, you're going to link the color of this card, and it's going to be in your mind. It's going to be the answer. So if you chose blue, the most pressing question right now, or that will be, is yes, absolutely. If you chose orange, oh, another yes, absolutely. Ooh, this is making me nervous about green. If you chose green as your color to connect with the yes or no answer, hell no. And this could be something good, like has the person change? Maybe you're thinking, has so-and-so changed? And then you think of this card, and it's like, that's the question obsessing in your mind. And no, they haven't. No, not just a no, a hell no. No, that they haven't. Or should I change jobs? Hell no. It doesn't have to be something negative. Sometimes also I want you to know that you might be stuck in a bad job, but it's not quite time to change yet, because there's a reason. Because the universe, God, Buddha, all the wonderful guys are setting you up with something much better. So you need to wait. The hardest part is waiting. And I tell you, I'm, God rest her soul, my first mother-in-law. I loved her. We worked in daycare center together. She was fantastic. And she would say she always prays about things. And I said, well, how do you get the answer? Does it take long? And she said, this is when I was younger, in my 20s. And she said, yes, sometimes it takes a while to get the answer. And I'm like, well, how do you know that you got the answer? She goes, because when I think about the question, the thing I prayed about, a peace comes over me or a decision comes over me that I'm comfortable with. A very wise woman who was uncomplicated, very down to earth, incredible with children. And let me tell you, she was put in a situation where her oldest son's ex-wife, who cheated and got pregnant with another man's baby, brought the child to the daycare center that she worked with. The daycare director said, if you do not want this child in your class, I totally understand. And she said, look, the baby didn't do anything. Okay, even though I'm not really fond of my ex-daughter-in-law anymore because of what she did, I'm going to treat that child just like I would any other child that I love, with love and wholesomeness. I just think that she's probably, the way that she could set that aside, like this is the child of a person who's not such a good person, but this is a child. This is a sweet, innocent child. It's absolutely amazing. By the way, that girl has not changed to this day. And you want to talk about some backwoods stuff? She's remarried to the youngest son now, who is my first ex-husband. Now I know why, without even seeing a picture of me. She told him not to date me because I was a bitch. Okay. Now I know why. Okay. But she is in her 60s and she has not grown up one single bit. But I pray for her. I'm in a different place in my life now. I am so happy to not have to deal with that. And I don't deal with people like that anymore. I used to try to make peace for the family. I don't do that anymore. I just say, hey, nope, sorry. You can be friends with them. I don't want nothing to do with them. But anyway, how about you? And that's part of it. You know, trying to always keep the peace or be in situations that are volatile just because they're family or friends of friends that you don't like. That has clinically been proven to not be good for you. So my one friend, who this girl screwed over also, is desperate for friends and to not spend her time alone. So she's hanging out with this girl. And I'm like, I saw that. I unfriended my friend. And I'm like, I don't even know if I should say anything because it's the second person that was toxic that she's put back in her life. Actually, the third. And so I'm just like, okay, I told her before my feelings. If you're going to hang out with people that are toxic, who cause trouble, first of all, don't ever mention me. I will not be friends with you on Facebook or anywhere where they can spy on my profile. Not going to do it. Nope. Too darn old for it. I'm almost 50. In March, I'll be 50. Ugh. But I'm going to try to make a good day of it. Anyway, not saying bad things about 50-year-olds. It's just for some reason, 30 I thought was cool. 40 I thought was cool. And now I'm like 50. Wait a minute. When did I get that old? Wasn't I just 28? But I'm going to try to turn that around. Okay, that's a thought in my head that makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, It's irrational. So I'm going to try to turn that around with a nice little party and doing happy things on that day. March 9th, guys. Keep it on your calendar. Woo, woo. I do like my birthday. I just got to get over that 50 thing. Anyway, everybody's like, you don't even look like you're 50. You look like you're in your 20s still. Just stop whining. All right. Do me a favor, guys. The only way this site is going to get built is if you share my videos, you like, you subscribe, you comment, you watch more videos. I'm also, like I said, on live advice now. If you ever want to talk about the issues and the things that you're going through and get some advice on how to solve it, you can talk to me over there about that. I am Anna Care Coaching on live advice. I will be happy to, if you want to talk, no predictions on live advice, predictions on Keen. Again, if you've never talked to me on Keen and you send me an email, the Faithful Dove, an email that you're new and you would like to get some free minutes, you saw this video, to talk to me, that's by sending me an inbox message on Keen. I will give you 3 free minutes if you mention the video so that I know I said it, because I'm very forgetful. And then if you ever want to truly talk through anything, you need an ear to listen and some advice, bounce some ideas off on, I am also Anna Care Coaching over on live advice. That is no predictions. That's just downright talking, opening up to each other, and me giving advice. So I will be trying to open a channel and update some of my videos. Things have been kind of crazy, but just remember, this tower is not a bad thing. It may seem like a bad thing, that your world feels like it's coming apart, but it's letting you rebuild back up where you're supposed to be. Get your rest, relax. Hi, Mac. And let me know how I can be of assistance to you. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.